Welcome students. This is my 7th standard social studies class, history, chapter 1, the Vijayanagar Empire. So in the last class, I am discussing about Vijayanagar Empire and administration. So this is my 6th video. If you are not seen the previous video, please check the playlist or link given below. Let us start discussing about economic status of Vijayanagar Empire. The main important occupation of Vijayanagar Empire is agriculture. So what are the important crops which are grown here is rice, maize, sugarcane, cotton, are the major important crops of the Vijayanagar Empire. And kings of Vijayanagar encouraged agriculture through building tanks and wells. They had trade links with other countries. So when there is a scarcity of water, they will use tanks and wells. And trade links also they had with the other countries, and they are exporting and importing goods from one place to another. Rice, cotton, cloths, iron, diamond, sugar, musk, sandal, spices are exported. So exported means sending our important Indian goods to other countries. And they also imported horse, silk cloths, mukmal cloths from other countries. Imported means buying goods from foreign countries. So there was a more demand for Arab horses, silk cloths and mukmal cloths. So they are purchasing from other foreign countries. So Vijayanagar Empire had established international business center for diamonds. So in the old period, people used to tell that Vijayanagar Empire was more prosperous and they were selling diamonds, pearls, beads and all in an open market. So all people used to keep all these goods in the open market and were selling these costliest materials. So that time there was no security, nothing, but people are having a confidence about their trade and about their business. So the important costly materials were selling in the open spaces. So that much prosperity the kingdom was in the Vijayanagar Empire. Cloth weaving was an important industry of this empire. Some of the important places like Bhatkal, Honnava, Mangalore were the important ports of this period. Golden coins were also used in this period, and the pictures of god and goddesses were etched on these coins. Golden coins they have used, and the pictures of god and goddesses were depicted on these golden coins. So like that, our Vijayanagar Empire economic status was in a good condition. So these are the important points you have to know about economic status of Vijayanagar Empire. Let us start discussing about literature of the Vijayanagar period. During the reign of Vijayanagar literature, they encouraged Sanskrit, Telugu, Kannada languages. Now we will discuss which are the important writers that have given great contribution to literary field. First famous important writer Vidyaranya wrote Shankara Vijaya. So Vidyaranya is the author of Shankara Vijaya and Sarvadarshana Sangraha in Sanskrit. His brother Sayanacharya wrote books called as Vedanta Prakasha and Ayurveda Sudhanidhi. Kings and their family members are all created sufficient literature. So kings' families are also given more prominence to write literary works in this kingdom. Ganga Devi wrote Madhura Vijayam, we already discussed. Prouda Devaraya wrote a great important drama called as Sudhanidhi, and famous ruler Krishnadevaraya wrote Jambavati Kalyana, Madalasa Charitam, Rasamanjari are the famous important works of Krishnadevaraya. Kumaravyasa wrote Gadugina Bharata. Ratnakara Varni is the author of Bharatesha Vaibhava. Chamarasas Prabhulinga Leele are the famous literary works in Kannada language. Lakkalna is another important writer. He wrote Shivatattva Chintamani about the Lord Shiva. Bhima's poet Basava Purana. So these are the important contributions to Veerashaivism literature. One is Lakkanna's Shivatattva Chintamani, Bhima's Basava Purana. So it shows that they have encouraged Veerashaivism literature also during the Vijayanagar Empire. Krishnadevaraya encouraged Telugu literature. Because of this, he got the title called as Andhra Bhoja. He himself was also a great poet and he wrote Amukta Malyada is one of the important work in Telugu language. And there were 8 important famous scholars called as Ashtadiggajs in this period of the time. Among them, Allasani Peddanna, Tenali Ramakrishna, Nandi Timmanna, Srinatha, Pingali Suranna, Tenali Ramakrishna and others are the famous important Ashtadiggajs in the kingdom of Krishnadevaraya. So these are the 8 famous scholars adored in the period of Krishnadevaraya. It shows that king is not only a good administrator, improved the social condition, improved the economic condition, even he also encouraged to write works and they also encourage poets, scholars in his kingdom, in his period of time. Now, I will review the important points about economic status of Vijayanagar Empire. First one, agriculture was a main important occupation. The major important crops of Vijayanagar Empire is rice, maize, sugarcane, cotton, and the main important crops where they are exporting to other countries are rice, cotton, iron, diamonds, sugar, musk, sandal, spices. So these are the important crops where they are exporting to other countries from India to foreign countries. That is known as export trade. Vijayanagar kingdom given prominence to international business at the center. And they are more popular to sell the diamonds. And cloth weaving is an important industry developed in this period. And they have issued golden coins. And the pictures of god and goddesses were depicted on these golden coins. Number of important sea routes. They made ports and established the trade. The places are known as Bhatkal, Honnavar, Mangalore. So in these important places, they established the ports and continue the trade activities to improve the economic status of his kingdom. So today we have discussed about the important literary sources and economic status of Vijayanagar Empire. So in my next video, I will discuss about the art and sculpture of the Vijayanagar Empire. Please remember all these points. Thank you, students.